I've been watching this video of Nigerians born abroad. I mean, children of immigrants in the US, and I mean, it's been trending for a while now. Bashing or saying all manner of things about black tax in quotes. You've seen their parents working and sending money home, and their generation will be the last that will do that. I mean, there are a lot of them. I'm not going to add them here, but going to work this morning, I've just been thinking. I mean, sometimes there are things you cannot explain. There are things that people need to experience themselves, right? There are things that people need to experience by themselves to be able to understand why it is important. Now, if somebody comes from a place where they knew lack, where they knew what lacking basic things, where they still see people dying because of lack of money for malaria drug, which is less than £5 or even $5, whatever currency you're using abroad, you will see why the person will be keen or be very much interested in providing something as basic as that to their people. You can't run away from this. Now, this is why the Bible will say that we don't have a high priest that is not affected by the feeling of our infirmities, because he was tested in every way. There is something that experience teaches you. I mean, this applies to all manner of areas in life. Okay, I'm just going to work this morning, and I mean, it has been ringing in my mind. If you watch the way people talk about graduates with you went to school and you graduated with second class, 2-2 and third class, and there is a way, there's an arrogance you're going to sound with it if you went to school and all things worked out. I'm not trying to make excuses, but somebody who actually struggled in school, the person put in their best but didn't do so well, they are going to be more empathetic when they talk. You see, as much as trying to give your children a better life abroad is good, it's also important that you don't make them become aloof, become separated from the realities on ground. People, sometimes these things are not done to show off. They are not done to make a point. They are not done out of careless spending. They are necessary. And sometimes those small things, those small change you send home, those are the differences between people being well and people dying. So to wake up and begin to say things like, I will never send money home the way my parents used to do it, will be the last person, the last generation to do it. It's not just entitlement, it is disconnected from the realities on ground. So children of immigrants abroad, the children of immigrants in whichever country you are, it's important that as much as possible, don't just tell them the story. If you have time, once in a while, let them go home. I don't mean go home and go and stay in an Airbnb in Abuja for 2 weeks and come back. All right? If possible, go home. Go to the village. Let them experience what people are experiencing. Let them see things like have their boots on ground and have the experience. Maybe this will change mindset, because these things are not done voluntarily. When I send money home, I know how much I spend, even though I don't like putting it online, every month. And all of these needs are almost unavoidable. How is somebody who is in 300 level going to finally year now begin to talk about dropping out because of 70,000, 100,000 naira school fees? So if I can afford it, I mean, how comfortable, especially somebody you knew. I've met a lot of people on Facebook crying about inhaler, not the one I posted on my page, because that was just one of both. Several times, not even on my page, I've seen it on comment sections, and people are crying about inhaler of less than 20,000 naira. Are we supposed to sit down and allow those people to die? If you have the 20,000, it's not like I have much. It's not like people who are giving most times have much, but these things are important. What do you expect us to do? To be eating crumpets while somebody doesn't have inhaler? So these things, as much as we tell people to be frugal and not to be wasteful when it comes to black tax or sending money home, remittances and the rest of them, there are some of them that you can't run away from. And it's important that teach our children these things. The opportunities they have, even when they think they are poor, their parents are poor abroad, the opportunities they have, many people do not have it. Many of us didn't have it growing up. And so it is because of that understanding and that experience, that is why we are compelled, that's why we feel sometimes even obligated to help. So when you move abroad or whatever status, when your status change, whether you're in Nigeria or you're abroad, it's important that you help your children to begin to see that life is beyond just what their needs are. As long as they are not starving, they are not homeless, they go to school, they have what to wear. These are the basic things. If you need to cut down on a summer vacation for one day to help build one classroom in the village so that children will no longer be sitting on the floor, I mean, why not? Must they go on vacation when they are not? I'm not saying that their comfort it's not important, but sometimes the disconnect is just so much.